Firstly, Mel, great to talk to you. How important was that win over City? Not just the 3 points, but for the confidence it will give the whole group going forward.
Yeah, of course we're excited with the result, but I think the most important piece was another really positive performance. Like, City have been a very good team in possession this year and in front of goal, and so to really limit their chances to a lot from outside of the box was a credit to the group and how well we defended. And we knew some of the changes that we made in the second half, we'd be able to get ourselves on the ball a little bit more, and we're brave with our pressing in their attacking half to open up the game a little bit. So it's a really good team performance, and we'll definitely take a lot of confidence from the last few performances on the bounce.
Well, that's 2 fantastic results in a row, and the performances are getting better and better, man.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the hope. I think the impressive part about this group is even, despite coming home with 3 points, we were really critical in a positive way of looking at our performance and where it could be better and on both sides of the ball. And that's because that's the way we've been from game one. And we took a lot from block one, the first 4 or 5 games of what we learned about ourselves, and we've been able to implement some of those changes in a really positive way. But we know our next performance has to be just as focused, just as intense, and even better with the ball.
You always say it's the players, Mel, but if I may just credit you, you front up every week before and after matches, often when the results haven't quite gone to plan this season. You always said, give it time, and that is coming to fruition now.
I think we're still just only at the beginning. Like you said, when we spoke about, we'll take a lot of confidence from the direction that our performances are going, but we have to sustain the momentum, but we also have to sustain that growth mindset and improve performances, because this league is tough. So we know consistency will be really key, and how we manage this block of games would make us a significantly amount stronger going into the next games ahead and into the new year. So yeah, it's a credit to the group. We've just been focused on that ourselves, our growth areas, how we measure our performance throughout. But I think in addition to that, we're excited to be back home again this weekend. The atmosphere was absolutely electric against Manchester United the weekend before last, and we hope for the same thing. We need all of our fans there to will us on. Arsenal often travels quite deep with their fans, and so we need a big performance from them as well on the weekend ahead.
Well, it's a club you've never beaten in the WSL, Arsenal, but you have given yourself a real opportunity to do so on Sunday in front of your home fans, as you say.
Yeah, look, I think City was a club that we'd never beaten, and United was a club that we never took a point off of as well, and so we just have to focus on the things that made us successful in those performances to recreate those and take them to the next level. And we have very clear growth areas after each game that we look to get after in training sessions, and it was a really competitive, really intense and focused week, and we know the performance on the weekend will require the same. Look, Arsenal have a Champions League built roster, and I said roster like a real American there, a Champions League built squad, and they have a lot of depth coming off the bench in late moments. And we know that we'll have to manage those threats and be really switched on and take our chances and be even better with the ball as we've been trying to be.
Alongside you is your leading goal scorer, Elisabeth Terland. Elisabeth, you've had injuries last season. Do you feel you're finally back to full fitness this campaign?
Yeah, it's always good to be fit and not injured.
How much confidence do you get from being fully fit and then being able to work with a team on a regular basis? I guess that helps develop the match day performances for yourself and as a squad.
Yeah, it's always nice to work with the team, and the things we're doing on the training pitch is what makes us perform in the weekends. So being able to train alongside the good squad of players always makes me develop as a player, but also us as a team to be able to work on the things we're working on. So, yeah.
7 goals this season. What is working for you? What is developing for you? Is that having lots of time with Mel and the coaching staff? Is it the new players bedding in now?
I think it's quite a hard question to answer, and I don't think there is a specific answer. Of course, in my position as a striker, you always want to be dangerous in front of goal, and you want to help the team with scoring goals. And as an individual, that's a goal for me as well, to be able to convert in front of goal. But I think, with the good squad of players we have, it's really helping me to develop every day and to be able to be under such a good group of people and footballers, and the staff as well. It's just nice to be able to develop as a player every day in training, and you can see on our performances as well now. We start to get what we want out of the games, and we're more competitive as well.
It can be hard when, as a striker, there's a reliance on your goals. But obviously, it was Min Lee who got the winner against Man City. It's good to see goals coming from around their team this season.
Yeah, I mean, we have a good team and we have quality players all around. So it's just, it was just a matter of time before other people comes on the score sheet, and I'm sure people will start to find their way to the goal as well pretty soon.
Finally, for me, if I may, exciting match this weekend against Arsenal at home. You've drawn with Man United, you've beaten Man City. I guess confidence will be extremely high.
Yeah, I mean, as Mel said, we're always focusing on our next performance, and the preparation for this week was our game against Arsenal coming up this Sunday, and we have a lot of positive to take from our previous games against these tough opponents, and now we're just focusing on what we're going to do going into the weekend to put out, again, a good performance and be able to get something out of the game.